One lovely afternoon, I was walking to the pond with my dog when I saw a lady in the distance waving at me, so I waved back at her. At the time, I was only 17 years old, and I thought she was very hot from the distance, so I decided to walk up to her. I was only 20 feet away from her when she decided to turn around and run into the woods, so I went chasing after her. I was in the center of the woods, and I knew she could have not ran faster than me. So 2 days later, I was at Walmart buying me some food when I saw her again at the baby aisle, waving me to come over there to her. I was very desperate to go over there to her. Right when I got 5 feet towards her, she took off running again. But when I looked at the floor, she wrote her name on a piece of paper. So I decided to go home and see if she had a Twitter or a Facebook. I put her name in the search bar and nothing came up. She was really turning me off and pissing me off. But when I put her name in Google, a obituary popped up saying that she died in a gang shooting. She was only 22 years old and died in Brownsville, New York. Brownsville, New York is a residential neighborhood located in eastern Brooklyn in New York City. So if you're interested in going one day, you know where it is. Back to the story. So I decided to go back to the park where I first saw her at. When I got there, I walked towards the pond, and that is when I saw her. I asked her, "What do you want with me? I'm just a 17-year-old boy with nothing to my name. What do you think I can do for you?" And that is when she said, "Help me. I just want to return to my parents." I told her, "I don't know where your parents live, and also I don't even know their names." And that's when she said, "Help me. Please help me." I told her all I can do is try. I asked her, "What are your parents' names?" She told me, so I left the park and I went home and got the phone book and looked for the names. I only found the mother's name, so I called her and told her I really need to talk to her. It is urgent. I asked if we could meet in the park, and she said yes. So later on that day, we met at the park where I kept seeing her daughter at. I told her I was seeing her daughter. She turned and looked at me and had the biggest smile with tears running down her face. And that's when she said, "I was always praying that one day someone would call me and say they were seeing my little girl." I thought it was fucking weird, but I guess I'd feel the same way if I lost Christopher, my dog. So she took her daughter back home with her. I was so glad a year later when my aunt lost her job and we had to move back to Alexandria, Virginia. I was so happy because I never wanted to go back through that again and see a dead person follow me everywhere I went.